Hey everybody, it's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. So today, folks, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about ApeCoin because right now I feel like ApeCoin is being majorly overlooked by many of these sort of big players in the crypto industry. And I want to talk about at least my view on where I see this coin headed in the future. Can Yuga Labs actually give ApeCoin some utility? And what are some current events going on right now that will affect the future of ApeCoin? So if you guys are new and of course want some ApeCoin news coming out fresh off the presses every single day, do make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. I also talk about Shiba Inu, Terra Luna, all that good stuff I know you guys love. So with that being said, folks, let's get right into it. So right now at the particular moment, ApeCoin is kind of stagnant, and you could see over the past 3 months, we did have a little run up to a little over $7, but obviously when we compare that to some of the previous numbers that ApeCoin has hit, it was at 26 all the way back in April. Now, why did this happen? Well, I think most people know and remember that the reason why it hit $26 was for the other deeds from Other Side Mint, which was basically the Bored Ape land, which did not go quite as well as I think most people thought. And I think the reason why that didn't go as well is because people realized that NFT gaming was not quite where it needed to be. And unfortunately, NFT gaming does have a long way to go. I do believe in it, but it's going to take a while for that industry to sort of develop. So I think once, people obviously used their ape to purchase, the lands, they decided to sell off after and haven't had a motivation to actually go and buy more ape in the future. So that leaves us right now kind of wondering, hey, where do we go from here? Well, before I get into that, guys, make sure to check out the Patreon, folks, down below in the description. If you guys would like access to my private Discord community, you guys also get access to all my NFT stuff. So if you guys are interested in that as well, NFT whitelists, all that good stuff. My weekly crypto newsletter, so you guys can read my crypto news by obviously text, and of course I have an audio report that also comes out weekly, so you guys can hear by audio. So multiple ways to receive information. Of course, if you're riding in the car or something and want to throw on my audio, you always can do that as well. We have my crypto trade signals on here, so every time I buy or sell a crypto, free altcoin checklist to get you guys started on your trading journey, and of course direct access to me if you want questions or my thoughts on your portfolio or all that. You guys can check that all out down below in the description. So when we talk about ApeCoin, what we have to talk about is the grander scheme of things. Now, again, the major reason why ApeCoin hasn't been performing all that hot, I think largely has been due to a lack of utility. Now, what I find impressive here is that ApeCoin has managed to actually stay over the past, few months here, well above the $4 mark the majority of the time. It doesn't look like ApeCoin is going to be going much lower than $4 anytime soon, as long as the crypto market sort of behaves. Now, mind you, we have to take the overall market into account here. So when we take a look at Ethereum, we take a look at Bitcoin, if Ethereum is going to head down to $800 again in another one of those freakish flash crashes, that is going to be very bad news for ApeCoin. And again, when we look at, the data over the past year, you guys can see, at certain instances, it gets a little rough, pushing $3 here in, early June. But for the most part, it has been rather consistent, a lot more consistent than I thought something like this would be. So again, that brings up the question, where does ApeCoin head from here? Well, the first thing to talk about obviously is market cap. So market cap right now is at $1.5 billion. That's a lot of money. That's an awful lot of money. But again, there is a ceiling in which that could improve. Now, what is the most obvious thing to compare this to? Well, obviously that's going to be Decentraland, because Decentraland, when we talk about, basically the major competitor of, metaverse kind of things like that, you have Sandbox, you have Decentraland, of course, and you take a look at these market caps as well, and they're comparable. They're not performing all that much better than ApeCoin is. And obviously, when you have a market cap like this, is it possible for something like Mana to easily 5x in the future? Yeah, if people are playing it. So that's the major question. Will people be engaging with the other deed for Other Side? Will people actually be playing playing the Bored Ape game? That's a question that I don't think anyone really has an answer to right now, but that would solve the problem, obviously, of a smaller market cap, because if that happened, you'd probably have a market cap of 5 billion or 10 billion, and that would put you, somewhere more along the lines of, Avalanche Tron, somewhere around the top 15 sort of mark of all crypto. So that's definitely one thing that, of course, we need to, sort of consider when thinking about that. But the second thing that comes to mind is Dust. Now, if you guys don't know what Dust is, Dust Protocol is the crypto for DeGods, which right now at the moment is literally on track to be the biggest NFT of all time. These guys are absolutely going crazy on Solana right now. You guys can see there aren't that many listed right now on OpenSea, but the activity has been absolutely bonkers, over the past couple of weeks here. They have a new collection coming out called Utes, and the reason why this is important is because when we take a look at the actual volume, DeGods is crushing Bored Ape Yacht Club, crushing Other Deed for Other Side. And again, that is something I think most people, aren't realizing, is that, the success of Bored Ape Yacht Club is not all that guaranteed. You do have competition, but again, that competition sometimes can work in favor. So when we take a look at Dust Protocol right now, obviously you're seeing a lot of volume here, but more than anything, what you're seeing with Dust is another token that is based around an NFT. You don't see these NFT tokens, all that popular. They're not particularly common, but, if the new launch for DeGods ends up being successful, if they end up actually killing it like they have been planning on, you might see Dust go up dramatically. And if that's the case, I think a lot of people might, be interested in ApeCoin as well. I'm someone that's vested, in both. I'm invested in Dust and ApeCoin. I like both of the tokens, and I like both of the projects. So I think there are a lot of people out there that, upon seeing the success of a token that is linked to an NFT, will also want to buy into the token for the most popular NFT in the world. Let's be honest, guys. Bored Ape Yacht Club probably, for the foreseeable future, will stay the most popular NFT out there. Even if DeGods comes in at number 2, maybe DeGods overtakes it for a little while, but I think Bored Ape Yacht Club is going to be here in the forefront, say it that way. Will be here in the forefront for a long time in the future, and obviously that is what's going to, I think, drive a lot of attention to this token, because people feel a sense of permanence. They like investing in things that they feel, give them a sense of, yeah, we'll be here in 6 months, we'll be here in a year. And ApeCoin right now has proven, through its track record all the way from May up until now, it has proven that it has the capability of, weathering the storm. It has the possibility of surviving a bear market. And I think that's something that most people were sort of wondering, like, is this possible for ApeCoin to actually do this, for ApeCoin to, make this much progress and not head down to zero like so many other tokens out there? You could look at a token for just about any NFT out there, and most of the time it looks something like this. And again, I took a bath on this token here for Metroverse, but again, I think, the overall, success right now for ApeCoin is rooted in the fact that Bored Ape Yacht Club will be here for a long time in the foreseeable future. There aren't any, radical inflationary mechanics that are inherently damaging ApeCoin and causing it to rapidly inflate in terms of supply. So I would say we are more than good for the foreseeable future. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Matt. Again, guys, join the Patreon down below in the description. I also do have a free Discord down there as well if you guys like to check it out. Thank you guys so much. As always, my name is Matt. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.